Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dead by Dawn Season 3. We have our first set with Reliance versus PSR on the Plague set, and we're going to see Vinny coming in on the killer first, and we're going to see what he can do to get a good win con for his survivors.
Well, hello. I think I have not been introduced yet, and it's my first time appearing in Season 3, but this is me, Rachel, and I'm here to cast this exciting game.
Yeah. Alright, but we are going to see Vinny holding the cross, just trying to see if he can see any survivors trying to cross down the map. And he does find this chase onto Slasher here. This is going to be a bit of a interesting chase to take because those survivors are going to be crossing down into the gens. We're going to see Vinny take the first tag. Is he going to drop this is the question. No, it looks like he wants to commit, which is a little bit rough because Slasher does have this main building to play, and those survivors are going to be on the gens bottom because Slasher is chasing in the corrupted gens. But are we going to see the down coming in soon?
It's definitely an interesting choice to commit the first chase on main, but we see Slasher actually gets down right here, and it's a pretty fast down for a Plague side, actually.
Yeah, that down did come in pretty fast, especially with having main building. The question is, where are we going to opt to hook? I think they want to hook on top mid here so that they can patrol those middle generators. Vinny here might be opting to hold top side because that 3-gen is so closely spread instead of the widespread 4-gen on bottom, which actually could make a lot of sense going through into the end game, as he does find all the progress over here on these generators, so he does know what he can pressure, and he has the pool right here, and he does see the no mither survivor. Can he get this puke out? He does! Oh! Insane puke over the water tower. They do get the pull, but it looks like Vinny might opt to hook here because that would be another PR hook, and that will be in all of their gen progress.
You know, Nathan, the plays like that, the shots like that, you can see why Reliance picks the killer.
Yeah.
You can see he's confident on playing, and wow, that was just an amazing shot.
Yeah, we do see both these generators are regressing, and he did see Dino Melon earlier over here on this generator, so the question is he going to be able to find him on the stealth? It doesn't look like he is, but he can just hold this. They get the pull, actually. Dino
Finds him.
snuck around. He does find Dino. Dino did sneak around for the pull, just trying to land a little bit of a sniper puke on him. But we are going to commit to Swing Blade for this tunnel out. That will be a second hook stage really early in the game if he can get this. He just needs to make sure he doesn't give him the top side of the map for free. Is going to take this kick, zone him out of the way, but he will make Shack, and this is really hard for Plague to play because she has no power so right now, so she's just M1, opting to put puke on this gen so Dino can get sick.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a really hard chase. I mean, M1 and Shack is notoriously a pretty hard thing to do.
But yeah, we are going to see a bit interesting for Vinny to kick it on this side. Probably would want to see him zone them by going around Shack. Yeah, it would waste a little bit extra time, but it would keep him bottom. And now we can see Swingblade just making it to this mid map and to this jungle gym. The question is, can Vinny outplay this, as we do see 2 gens pop on the top side of the map? Vinny opting to drop this chase. I think he was a bit worried about committing too long on that Longwall jungle gym. But we are going to see some more progress on this generator. Dino did not end up getting sick, so that means he opted to wait to get on that generator until the sickness did go away. But we are going to see Vinny just patrolling these gens on the bottom of the map. Is opting to hold his 4-gen now, and he does have 2 hook stages in his pocket.
Honestly, yeah, with those 2 gens popping, I think Reliance is actually might be in a little bit of troubles. This is a pretty huge gen pressure.
Yeah, we are seeing 2 injured survivors actually playing for this mid-gen, so Vinny knows that he can probably venture out and pressure these survivors off. but he is really worried about that generator on 8. I think he's still worried that Dynamelon is just sneaking around over there. But I mean, he has 2 injured survivors right in front of him that he can just commit to. These survivors are in a pretty bad spot. I don't know if Swingblade makes his pallet. Vinny doing a little bit of a mind game. He does play the window. I think that was life based off the speed that the survivor was running away. And Vinny just worried about that 4-gen. He doesn't want to let any of these gens pop because he knows that this is his chance at getting a really good result, is this gen split.
You see this gen on 8 still regressing, so that means Dino decided to stop working on it and chose another gen to work. Which is, I'd say, an interesting play, and it might also put way more pressure on Vinny than the other gen would.
Yeah, he saw some scratch marks over here, but he seems to have lost the survivor. I'm not sure where they went, but he is worried about this middle generator, just venturing back, pressuring the survivors off of it. I think
And
he's
so would I, honestly.
yeah. I think he just needs to commit something here. He's kind of giving the survivors a chance to get in the position they need to be in and play safe when they need to. And they're just like chipping away at that middle generator. And Vinny's kind of just sitting here and watching it happen. He needs to commit something. He needs to get it down. He needs to get that eruption going so he can start snowballing. Because right now the survivors are in a really good spot.
Yeah, those survivors are doing a pretty good job at just avoiding getting unnecessary hits and just exhausting those gen kicks. As we see Vinny get the corrupt purge, this might actually make things a lot more interesting.
Yeah, getting this corrupt purge on 2 and just venturing back down. This is where something can happen. This is where Vinny needs to make something happen and get some downs here. This down should come in. Yeah, we do see the down come in and the eruption go off across the map. Now, we don't see agitation on the build, but he should be able to drag this down into his 4-gen because they died so close. Opting the hook here on mid-map. I don't think he thought he made that. I'm pretty sure he might have. It would have been pretty close. As he does see Dynamelon stealthing towards Shaq. He's a little bit of purge left, so we'll see if he can do something with it and maybe get a 2-tap here.
I think Vinny was a bit afraid of survivors taking attack towards the other painters in the middle of the fortune, so I can understand him. But yes, we do still have the little bit of corrupt purge left, and we kind of need to make something happen right now because the pull came very, very fast, and survivors are in a pretty good position back again.
Yeah, it looks like Vinny is opting to chase Dynamelon over here. Dino has been giving him a little bit of problems being able to stealth away when it mattered most for Vinny. Just barely missing that puke. Trying to just get him infected so that he can play him for him later. Oh, a little bit of a mishap there. We did hear Dino scream, but the sickness did not come through. That is why Plague is a bit of a goofy killer. But we do see these survivors hammering away at this mid-gen. If they can manage to pop this, that would make this 3-gen, or 4-gen actually, sorry, so much easier to handle for them.
Yeah, no, for sure. This mid-gen is very important for Survivor team, and they seem to be doing a freaking amazing job. They're not wasting a single second on not working on it.
That was
just putting so much pressure.
That was a very well played puke by Vinny. He managed to infect Alexi just with one use of the puke, and that's very impressive to see. But Alexi did just make that window, so unfortunately wasn't able to make anything happen out of it. But just seeing why they would pick this killer. Vinny just laying down another kick onto that middle generator. He needs it down here, and he needs it fast. I believe Dynamelon and Alexi are the 2 pain reses that he has left available. So we need to see him get this down and get a hook on a PR so he can make something happen.
And honestly, Vinny's doing a fantastic job, like not letting survivors get too much progress on chance, but he genuinely needs to have something going for him right now. He needs to get more pressure because survivors are, while they're under pressure, they still getting the progress done, and slowly those kicks are gonna go away, and then it will be very hard to play for the gens.
Yeah, he needs to get this down here. He needs to win a mind game on this jungle gym. But it's gonna be so hard because jungle gym is just so strong for survivors when Plague doesn't have her power up. And we are going to see the blind with champion coming through from Slasher, just buying that much extra time and making that distance to top. Now forcing Vinny to have to commit all the way up here. He is going to grab his last pool on 10. I believe this is his last pool. Yeah, this will be his last pool, and he needs to make something happen with this. He knows where the 3 injured survivors are. He knows they're all hovering around top mid, trying to just hammer away at that mid generator. And he knows that Dino Melon is being a little bit sneaky in his backline in the generators. We don't see any extra progress over here. I think Dynamo might be working that generator on 5, trying to just get that out, because it'll be a little bit unexpected for Vinny.
Honestly, Dine is doing an amazing job starting out the power and the killer in general. I bet a lot of people are gonna buy the dinosaur cosmetics after this because Dine is just
Yeah.
not. Dine is just invisible.
Yeah, Dino Melon is just stealthing perfectly when it matters. There's so many times where Vinny just needs to find Dino to make something happen, and Dino is able to just stealth it out and not give up that precious info to Vinny. And we are going to see him committing this chase. I think he committed a bit too late, though. Those generators are such high progress that if Slasher just wins a few of these vaults on the short side, which he did, Vinny just has to go back, but we might see the gen pop. The question is, did they stack it out? No, we do see Alexi over here. Oh, we see another survivor too. They weren't on the mid generator, which is a bit interesting. They are playing this very slow and very safe, but if Vinny can get one down here, especially if he got that down on Alexi, it would have been looking good and on the come up for Vinny.
Yeah, for sure. Servers are playing it very safe, but Vinny has started playing way more aggressive than at the beginning, and he started getting those resources depleted, which is gonna be a big play for him later on. And as soon like Vinny just needs one mistake from Survivor side to just keep it rolling.
Yeah, he just needs one mistake. One mistake can save his game here. The question is, I don't know if Alexi makes that vault, actually. It's going to be very close. Vinny needs to cut them off and try and get this down quickly. I did hear some progress on that generator on main. It looks like they're opting to start progressing that while Vinny was just holding them on the top side of the map. But we are going to see... Huh?
It's like a gold. I was about to say it's like a golden rule in comp. If you can't do anything, then you're useless for the team. So if you're just getting held like that, doing something is a good idea. And we see the gen being popped on mid map, I believe.
Yeah, the mid map gen is popping, and that means that it's gonna be that much harder for Vinny to hold these gens. And the question is, do we get the down here? Oh, so close, just barely missing that swing. Needs to win a 50 here. He does win the 50. But we see the generator on main pop, and the question is, are they stacking out a generator on the bottom side of the map? If they are, we might see that pop. Yes, we do. Just before he is able to get that pain res hook. But the thing is, we can't count Vinny out yet. Alexi is a fresh hook survivor, so the survivors might want to opt to go for a bit of a play here. He does find Dino on the gate, actually, which is another fresh hook survivor. If he can get this down, that would also be looking like better stages for his team to come in and try and beat.
Yeah, this is definitely a good find. He wants more fresh stages. Because realistically, we're not looking for 4K at this point. So getting as much stages and as much freshes as you can is basically the rule right here.
Yeah, and we do see Swingblade taking a hit for Dino Melon because Swingblade does have 2 hook stages on him already. And yeah, that is going to get Dino Melon out of the trial. So I believe that is going to be 5 stages and 3 fresh hooks for Vinny if all the survivors are able to get out right here, which I think they will be able to.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that. They are all definitely making it out.
Yeah.
Very well played, very solid from both the teams. That's
Overall,
just,
a well fought out game. The survivors played it incredibly slow, and that managed to end out in their favor in the end of the game. But we will see what Reliance can do on their serve side after the break. See you then. Hello everybody, and we are back with the second plague set of PSR versus Reliance. Now we do see Dino Melon on the plague with a juicy 4-gen top. Seeing the 4-gen in your corrupt is always nice to see. But I am not alone. I am still here with Rachel, my co-caster. How do you feel about the win con for Dino Melon?
It definitely feels nice to not be forgotten. Hello, everyone. Honestly, this gen setup is making it look really promising for Dynamelon. Honestly, I think he's got a good shot at beating the Wincon.
Yeah, I did forget to mention that the win con is going to be 6 stages for Dino Melon or 5 stages and 4 fresh hooks on the survivors. But we do see first chase coming in on the shack, and we are going to see if Dino can get this puke to land. We do see the puke land. Is he going to get that one? He does. They opt not to drop shack, but I think that's a bit of a good play. I think being able to save that resource for later is good because you're going to get injured anyway by that puke. So we do see the Lithe come out actually. That is just more distance on shack. I'm surprised Dino is still committing this knowing that he does have that 4-gen top and the one is open, so that could pop any second now.
And he's playing a really aggressive game, and apparently he knows what he's doing because he's getting this down really quickly. I'm honestly surprised by how aggressive he is, but he's got a decent win con, so maybe he's just so confident in his ability.
Yeah. Rethinking the situation he's in after seeing that pool, 2 pools actually right next to shack, this is probably the right play. He does get that basement hook and he has 2 pools. They cannot save this survivor. This Adam is going to probably end up dying in basement, and Dino is just going to sit around the area and make sure that they can't pressure out these generators. And that'll be an early death and 3 free stages, which means he will just need 1 more kill to win the set for his team. As we do see that top mid-gen is popping across the map. I think it took a little bit longer, so I don't think it was stacked out. Yeah, I don't think it was, as we do see Dino just staring at these survivors, just waiting for this gen to regress, as Ace is playing quite aggressive for this gen, just giving up a bit of a free tag here. I'm not sure what the plan is. I think they might be sending someone to pull, but Dino can just go right back and not worry about it.
I think there's been a bit of a lack on knowledge about the pools. I don't think the survivors have noticed the pools are so close to the basement yet. But you know what? That's what I love about Plague-Side. That's it's always not knowing what's gonna happen next, you know?
Yeah, and we do see Dino committing or to grab the pool early. I think that's the right play because he does have that second pool as security for later, and it does guarantee the second stage on that survivor in basement. And now he can commit one of the other survivors that are on this side of the map trying to progress his generators.
You know, he does have 2 survivors being very aggressive on the gen, so I think getting this power is definitely the right play. Because he can basically deny them the pressure they had and force them to either play more aggressive at the pool or just not get any gen progress. However, we see almost... Oh my god, he actually makes it out of the basement. It's so huge.
Dino Melon getting a little bit lost there on that swing, but we are going to see him get the down and get the kill, and this is going to be a hook on Pain Res, so that's just going to regress those generators more, and he still has a little bit of that power left, and that is actually coming from that purple add-on we do see, the amulet. That is going to give you 20 seconds of longer corrupt purge. And seeing that with his 2 pools on bottom, that just makes so much more sense why he would want to hook basement and camp that out. As we do see another hook in basement.
Honestly, I'm so happy to be casting with the Killer Main because I have no idea how those add-ons do. Obviously, I know the compounds, but I don't know the numbers or anything. So I think having this info is it's like so much better than it actually than not knowing it, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, we do see another hook in basement, and he's on in chase with this Jake now. He realistically, what Dino could do is he could just sit on that hill, watch Shaq, and just wait on that pool. And then once they go down, he can just grab the pool and guarantee that both survivors die. But we are going to see him committing for this chase. Dino doesn't want to just settle for getting the win con. He wants to get that 4K. He wants to set a really good result on his killer going into the next set, having that momentum of having a good killer set behind you to go into your pick and really show why you're out here competing.
You know, it's not all about WinCon and just winning the set in the competitive community. Getting a good result and like even a way better result than your opponent did is such a massive boost for the confidence for your team,
Hmm.
and it might break the confidence of the opponent's team, which is almost as huge as actually winning the other set, because it might make your next set serves much easier. And honestly, Dino is a player for sure. He is all for it.
Yeah, Dino is just playing this set so well. Dino is a very strong killer player. We are going to see him committing to top, knowing that both survivors are going to be top side, so he can just commit this, chasing out Goose, who is the only healthy survivor on the playing field right now, but is just going to lay that puke on him and leave. And does see Jake crossing at the perfect time. That is so good for Dino. The question is, can he get this down here? This is a very strong tile, as he does
Good
get
stun.
stunned, but we do see Goose sending it down map, trying to get that pull. And yeah, he's just going to have to leave. He knows he can't get that, because if he does go down there, that is just going to be a spree for Dino Melon. He can just grab that pool on the hill and just kill anyone that's coming out of the basement.
We see a little bit of a funny, silly build for the Jake right here. He's got, well, no, it's not really a silly build, but I think it's funny that whenever you blind the kill, you basically take away their speed and their ability to see auras, and also slowing them down, and like not letting them see. I just think it's a silly thing to have.
Yeah, definitely seeing the synergy there. But we are going to see this chase on the Claudette as Six does die in the basement, which does set the win con for Dino, getting the win over Reliance for this Plague set, which was Reliance's pick. So having that momentum of winning your opponent's pick is so good going into your next set. You're up by one and you've won your opponent's pick. You're going to be sitting really good and feeling really good if you're PSR.
One pick we've seen in DB done a lot is actually winning your opponent's set, so it's definitely not yet decided completely, and everything can happen.
Yeah, we will see what Reliance can do on the other set, because it is going to be PSR playing the killer first in that next set. But we are just seeing Dino finishing out the set, finding the last survivor, and we're going to have a little bit of a fun chase to end it out. And we're going to see what this Jake can do. If Jake can have a really strong chase here, that can bring some of the motivation back in your team and create, like a win under you. To feeling better for the next set, because sometimes losing your own pick can really make you feel a little bit down. But if you can set a good chase here, you can feel good about the next set coming in. But we are going to see this chase come to an end. Not very many resources left for Jake to play, but that is going to be the win of the Plague set for PSR.
Honestly, fantastically played by both teams, but Dynamelon just ended up being on top, which is absolutely amazing performance.
Yeah, we saw some really good gen pressure coming through from Reliance, but unfortunately that hook in basement, it was just way too quick, and having the two pools around, it's just unsavable. Dino can just sit there and he doesn't even need to do anything. He can just sit there and watch. But very well played from both sides. We will be seeing what Dino can do, or whoever's playing killer for PSR in the next set for their pick. See you then. Hello, everybody. We are back with the second set of PSR versus Reliance with PSR's killer pick Executioner. We are going to see Dynamo back on the killer, trying to set the win con for his team, seeing what he can do on this killer.
Honestly, Nathan, I'm really excited to see Primi Hat. It's not a killer we see in comp often, so...
Oh,
Oh my god, we managed to get a first hit!
this is a very
Very well
quick
played,
tag.
Dino.
Yeah, that is a very quick tag coming through for Dino. Just being able to cross the map and instantly get a tag. The question is, can he get this down here? Playing a bit safe, and we are going to see Prince just leave that tile. There is nothing over here. Holy, there is no pallets to be seen. This is just going to be the first down already.
This is some very unfortunate record RNG, but also a very good chase from Dino, just knowing when and how to zone properly. Very well done.
Yeah, Dino just gonna put that trail right in front of the hook. Survivors can crouch over that, but if they're not paying attention, they might run into it. As we are gonna see Dino just kick this gen on Shaq. He opted to not go for the pain resonance hook, probably because that down was so quick. He knows that there's probably not much progress around the map, so he will save that pain res for later in the game when it can really help him out.
It also is a down in a practically a dead zone on top of a hill. I think this hook is gonna be really hard to pull from, and I'm really excited to see what Reliance gonna do about it.
Yeah, I think Dino ventured out a little bit too far, got a little bit greedy playing for that tag onto Ace, because now they get the pull for free and Adam can make it out of this dead zone. But we do see all these survivors here. This is a lot of information for Dino. We are going to see him go for the snipe, just barely missing. I think we probably saw like a really good dodge, as we do see the Lithe come through. The question is, can Dino win a shot on Crane? Is he going to go for it? Oh, the dodge coming out, but made a wrong prediction. Now Dino can kind of just sit here and try and get this down.
Dino's playing it extremely safe and methodical. He's doing just a fantastic job of not letting the Survivor play the Crane palette and just forcing them to basically die edge. Really well played.
Yeah, and now we might see that pain resonance hook come in, as we do see two auras on Shaq trying to get that gen out. But we do see the PR, so they're probably not going to be able to pop that, and Dino will be able to stop it. Oh, they get it!
Actually pop it.
Wow, that must have been 99 when it got pain res, because to be able to pop it that quick after, that had to be really close. But
I don't think it was PR'd actually. We didn't hear any screams, and that gen popped way too fast for it to be PR'd.
yeah, I think it was.
I think they
because
had another gen. And yes, that's the gen that we didn't pain rest. Oh my god, that's such a good gen pressure.
Yeah, we do see the quick chases coming through, but these gens are popping for them. So we do see the survivor over here. I think this is going to be Goose, based off of the survivors we've seen so far. Yeah, it is going to be Goose trying to go for that save. And then we do see actually Ada come in from behind and get that save while Goose was distracting. That's actually so well played from Reliance coming through. Getting that pull there just probably saved their game. If Dino was able to camp that out and secure that, that was going to look really rough for them. But now we're going to have Prince going into their last chase. The question is, can they last? Dino just playing it slow, playing it safe, and just getting that down. That is the true Pyramid Head classic. Put sword in, ground, and wait. Oh, the flashlight save! Oh,
I'm missing it.
that was such a close save. If they managed to get that, that would have been so huge. But we're probably going to see RD and Lucas just spreading on the gens while Claudette does take this chase. And looks like Dino is going to opt to drop after this tag, as he did hear some progress on this generator on 2.
I do want to say though, very well done for survivors to keep the chases on 9 side, because their chance split is really heavy 3-sided. And we have a head on, oh my god.
Yeah, the head-on coming through. I think Dino did realize, but he just got a little bit too far into the head-on. And I believe this is going to be a down with no pallet, deep 3. Man, this RNG is looking rough for these survivors, and there's going to be another hook for Dino. I wonder if we're going to see a reset coming through from these survivors.
Honestly, I'm not even sure what I would do in this situation. This chance split looks so scary.
Yeah, I feel like they have to heal here. I feel like they should be healing around mid-9, probably just away from the gens, because when Ada went down, you know that you have to play safer. But it looks like they're opting to stealth. Oh, winning out. Dino's a little bit upset about that. But we did see Goose stealthing out. That's a risky play. That is a risk-reward play here, because if you make that work, that means Ace can get guaranteed progress on that generator across the map. But if you get found because you're injured, because like you'll be making a lot of sounds, and if you get found there, that is so rough, because then you'll be dead on the hook, and then Dino can just slug and go for Lucas on the gen. But working out for Reliance, getting that save coming through, and a down onto Goose. I believe Dino is probably going to try and hook it on that generator because he knows this is the only gen with progress, and that agitation is saving him here. Oh, that gen has so
Uh,
much progress.
Honestly, I think agitation this on honestly on any Rekker's map, Rekker's Yard set is just such a good pick. Just being able to drag survivors all the way across the map, like he took him from all the way from 3 to 7. This is just the value you can never get from any other perk.
Yeah.
And just hooking on this hook basically stops Reliance from ever being able to work the 7 gen.
Oh, we see another Pyramid Head classic. Put sword in ground and walk down. We do see Lucas dying in that chase. That's so unfortunate because we did hear quite high progress on this generator on 12. The question is, where is RD? And they are going to get the pull. That's actually working out very good for them. Reliance is really doing well with getting these pulls at the right time. They are where they need to be to get these pulls, and that's what's keeping them in this game. There's so many times that if they were just any slower on a rotation or
Ooh, and a
an
beautiful snap from
insane
Dino.
shot. Well played by Dino getting that snipe, and now he just needs to commit onto the last survivor as they do get the pickup, but trying to juke. Dino just playing it safe again. Classic Pyramid Head gameplay coming through as we do get the down. This might look like a 4K3 for Dino.
And he just chooses to not hook this and just put it in the cage, which is an interesting play, but I think it's definitely a right one because he actually manages to stop them from picking up this added survivor. And now,
Oh!
oh
Oh
my,
my god! An insane snipe from Dino, getting both survivors in that one snipe. Oh my god. Dino played this match extremely well, getting the 4K3. That is such a well played match from Dino. The survivors, they had good gen pressure, but the chases were just a little bit too short. Dino playing it really safe and managing to get those downs. A 4K3, that is a tough result to beat.
honestly, a very, very strong performance from Dino. Just played it very methodically, basically a textbook Pyramid Head play. And honestly, this double down on the crane, it happened just so fast and just so out of nowhere. I wasn't able to proceed it in time.
Yeah.
I was genuinely left speechless.
Yeah, the game
Wow,
was pretty
okay.
much over, but Dino getting that insane shot coming through. But we will see if Reliance can beat this very tough win con coming up. See you then. Hello, everybody. We are back with Dead by Dawn Season 3. This is the second set of Pyramid Head in PSR versus Reliance. We do have Reliance on Killer now, and we are going to see a 4K4 win con coming in. Dino Melon absolutely popping off on the Pyramid Head last set, and we are going to see if May can get that win con. It's going to be such a tough win con. 4K4, it is definitely possible. It has been seen before. We've seen 4K5, 4K4s before in comp, so it's doable, but May is going to need to play out of their mind, and the survivors are going to have to make some crucial mistakes.
So I mean, I think the best rule in life, never say never, you know? So you can always expect something really big to happen, and I want May to win just for the sake of content, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, it's just gonna be so fun. Just watching the executioner getting like all those insane hits, and we're one hook in of it.
Yeah, getting this down pretty fast actually from May here, and this chase took place in the open generators. So they do know that Shaq is probably one of the only progressed gens on the map, because they would know the other progression. Yeah, that was a pain res, and Shaq is regressing. So not very much progress spread across the map from PSR, but May needs to venture out. May needs to try and pressure them to pull, and then go back at the perfect time to try and stop that if they want to get a good result coming through, as they do see Alexi jumping off the hill in the distance, just opting to pressure this area.
I mean, what we're probably gonna see is someone's gonna pressure the hook, and someone's gonna hopefully try to play for Shaq. But with their win con, they can allow themselves some risky plays, and I think that's what makes it this set especially fun to watch.
Yeah.
And we see the first
Oh,
gen pop.
That gen had way more progress than I thought. Oh, and the pull coming through just when May tried to walk away. Getting that secondary tag onto Slasher. And we are going to see if one more gen pops, which is going to be very close, actually. That generator that Lexi's been working on for a bit should be pretty close. And that would be the win for PSR on the Pyramid headset and the win overall. But we are going to see, oh, the head-on in chase. I love seeing a good head-on play in chase. That's so fun to see. Slasher just lasting so well in this chase. Just taking pressure time in the mind game. The mind game, a little bit of a caster's curse there onto Slasher. But we are going to see the second hook come through. The question is, can they stop that gen before it pops?
Honestly, with the caster curse, I think I want to say that the 4k4 is never gonna happen now, so it actually happens.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do the funny little things.
Yeah, this caster curse the other way. 4k4 would never happen. Wink, wink. These two gens are such high progress. I think PSR might just have it in the bag unless May can just kill everyone in one hit of the power, but no, they pop that gen, and that is going to be the win coming through for PSR on the Pyramid headset and the game overall, taking it 2-0. Very well played from both teams. Dino had some crazy killer performances, and so did the Killers of Reliance, both May and Vinny on the Plague. But yeah, such a strong match from both teams.
The game is still not over though. Even though Reliance already lost the set, they're still going to be playing for the best result, and even see this little perk on the top. Basically, it's an interesting choice with the win gun you have, but I think if you're playing for your best result, it can be crucial.
Yeah, I think, we do see Swingblade dropping that pallet for Slasher to get him some extra distance. Does take a tag for it, but still able to get that stun, which gives Slasher so much distance. And they pop the Shack gen while the killer is right there. I think May didn't realize that there was another person inside of Shack playing for that generator.
Also, the amount of jump pressure PSR have right now is honestly incredible. You would never expect so many gens to be so high progress.
Yeah. Oh! Does find Slasher hiding that locker again, trying to get another head-on play. That would have been so funny to see if it came through again. But we do see this gen. Oh, Dino popped this gen while he was being hooked. Oh, the gen pressure from PSR is just going so crazy right now. But we do see the first kill come in, as we did see Alexi get reset across the map. And yeah, that is going to be Swingblade also getting reset. They just need to stack out a generator, and Dino just needs to have about 40 seconds of a chase if they want to pop that gen.
Honestly, PSR playing it so incredibly aggressive, and I absolutely love to see it. You just know that they are so confident in the set. They just know what the killer can and cannot do, and what they can and cannot do. They just do a fantastic job.
Yeah, PSR just playing out of their minds today, really showing why they are out here to compete, trying to put forward, and Dino is just juicing in this chase, man. He is really popping off here, and we should see that generator across the map popping very soon, as Dino is going to get caught out. But yeah, that is... Oh, and that's the Noah hit, so they actually know about Noah. Oh, but did you see that, Rachel? Right there, the Noah is right there next to the hook. I think the survivors might just opt to take the out then, because the Noed being right there, you cannot save, because you can't cleanse the Noed, because Pyramid Head can just sit there with this power and just hit you with this power whenever you go to cleanse it.
Honestly, I think Dino deserves it for the stealth he had on the Plague set. I think he got on Reliance's nerves for sure.
Yeah, Reliance is finally getting that karma for the stealth on the Plague set, and is just gonna camp Dino here to death probably. Just surveying both the doors, sees the progress on that door on 7. The question is, are they gonna opt to go for this? Yeah, I think they will, wanting to get a better result. Does the door get open though? The door does get open, and in this time, does Dino get saved is the question. It's gonna be very close.
Might be saved. We see Survivor going for it.
It's gonna be very close. Dino needs to hit tank very well here for Alexi to try and get them out of this match. Yeah, we are going to see the hit tank coming through. The question is, can they both get out? I believe Dino can die for Alexi, but the question is, can they both get out of this match?
I think they can. They're doing such a fantastic job.
They need to juke one more power hit here. Dinos need to juke. Oh, they do cleanse the Noed. Yet they juke. They both get out. Oh, so well played
Fantastically
from
played.
PSR. And I believe we are going to see Swing Blade around this corner just running out the gate. And
Just a little
yeah, that is going to be the win
friendly flashy clicks.
coming through for PSR. Fantastically played by them and fantastically played by Reliance. Such a close match today from both teams. But yeah, we will be seeing some more matches coming through tomorrow, I believe. And yeah, we will see you then. Thank you guys for watching Dead by Dawn. And yeah, that'll be us heading out. See ya.